Before we start this video, make sure to join my Discord server. The link is in the description. Hello everyone, today I'm going to be going over the top 5 biggest mistakes you can make in Fish, and some of these are mistakes that new players make, and some of these are mistakes that even the most advanced of players are still making. So the first one's really simple, and mainly new players make these mistakes, and that is buying super expensive boats that are not that useful. When you start out, the only boat I recommend you get is this one right here, the rowboat, but some people will save up and try and purchase like every single boat. That is definitely not worth it. You could go from the rowboat to maybe like something like the fishing boat, then all the way out to the jet ski, but there's absolutely no reason to buy every boat leading up to it because it costs quite a lot, especially for new players, and you end up just wasting your money. And these boats aren't going anywhere. All these boats are permanent in the game besides the ones in the shop that cost Robux, so you have until late game to buy these, so don't waste your money early game on boats. The next mistake, and I see a lot of people making this whenever I go into public servers, is buying the wrong rods. Those old rod progression guide videos, they are not valid anymore, especially with the new Northern Expedition update. You need to make sure you're purchasing the right rods in the right order. So I could tell you a pretty good rod progression thing right now. I also have my beginner's guide video, which shows you what rods you should go for right now. So basically, I recommend starting out with, I think it's the carbon rod, and then you're going to go over to the steady rod, then the Arctic rod, and then you could upgrade to something like avalanche or summit or rod of the depths, anything like that. But do not waste your money on the wrong rods. It's definitely not a good idea. Like if you see in my equipment bag, I have all of these rods right here. It was pretty pointless for me to buy them. I only need like 3 or 4 rods as you slowly progress through them. And rods like the Trident rod, the King's rod, the Destiny rod, those are pretty expensive, like 200,000 each, 1 to 200,000, even the Mythical and Aurora rod. They're pretty expensive, and these rods were good up until the last update. The Arctic rod is better than all of those rods, even combined, and it only costs 25,000 in Northern Expedition. Like, look at it compared to the King's rod, which costs 120,000. This rod is literally 5 times cheaper, and every part of it is better besides the resilience and the weight catch. Alright, the third mistake, and this is a really big mistake as it can cause you to lose out on a lot of money and XP, is fishing in the wrong spots. Now, there are different spots that are good to fish in, depending on what point you are in the game, but right now, I think everybody, unless you're trying to complete your bestiary, should be fishing at the new island, which is right behind Forsaken Shores. It's a little event thing, which I'll take you guys to right now. But I think anybody watching this video should go and fish there, because there's not that many fish in the event, and the mythical is pretty easy to get. It gives a lot of XP and a ton of money. So you're going to make so much fishing at that area, because the mythical is easy to get, lots of XP, lots of money. Everything about that area is good. And it's less than 1,000 kilograms, so anybody with pretty much any rod is going to be able to catch it. So here the island is right here. This came out in the new update, which came out earlier today. But basically, if you just fish over here, you're pretty much guaranteed to catch a lot of good stuff. Here we go, about the 5th catch, and I'm already getting a mythic. Now this does have minus 75% progress speed, and it jumps around a little bit, which is another thing that I'm going to be talking about soon. But it's not that hard to catch. I'd say it's pretty easy. And it sells for a lot, and you'll see it also gives a lot of XP. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and 7,000 XP from that, which is a lot more than the Captain's Goldfish gives you. And I was wrong about the weight. It's not even like 400 kilograms. It's only 64 kilograms, which means the fish is super light and almost any rod can catch it. It's just going to be a little bit harder if you have less luck and less resilience. Alright, the next mistake is one that I'm about to not make right now, and that's not selling fish that you get, especially early game, because you get a mythical and you think it's cool or rare and you want to hold on to it. It's probably not, unless you look it up and it actually hasn't been discovered, like a super rare mutation on the newest mythic, then I would recommend selling any fish you catch. You're not going to regret it, because as you can see right here, we have the Grand Reef Guardian, the new mythical, and look at how much this sells for. I'd like to sell this, and boom, 5,627 coins. So definitely do not sell your fish. That is the fourth mistake. I did not mean do not. I mean make sure you do sell your fish. You want to sell your fish. You want to make as much money as possible so you could beat the game and get all the best rods as fast as you can. Alright, the final mistake we're going to be going over in this video is being lazy, getting caught off guard, and not paying enough attention when fishing. You could easily come over here, and this mostly applies to people who have worse rods. Let me just equip Rod of the Depths, even though that's a pretty terrible example. As you can see right here, I could be fishing for it, so I'm like half paying attention watching a YouTube video or something, and then boom, my thing slips, and without even realizing it, looking away for half a second, and I've lost the fish just from not paying attention. Even the most common fish can jump around quite a lot, and if you're not paying any attention at all while you're fishing, you could easily lose your catch streak and lose rare mythicals. And I know for a fact, if you don't have a lot of resilience, the mythical fish, they jump side to side like crazy. So those were the top 5 biggest mistakes that especially new players make in Fish. Make sure you join the Discord server, and in there suggest any new video that I should make on any game, whether it's Fish, or Blocks Fruits, or Souls RNG, or anything, and you can ask me for help on anything, and I can make tutorial videos for you. So that's going to be all for this video. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.